It's so close. We are so close to week 1, guys. Buccaneers versus Saints, and I'm going to be previewing it for you in today's video. Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and I know, different area, right? It's crazy, and actually, if you stay tuned till the end of the video, I'm actually going to show you this play behind me if you guys want to take a stab at what play it is in the comment section below. Just stay tuned till the end of the video so you can see the play in its entirety. But in today's video, we are previewing week 1, regular season week 1. This isn't a drill. Football is back this Sunday. I'm recording this Monday night. It'll be up Monday night. And I'm so excited. I'm seriously so excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Just wrapped up Labor Day stuff. Ate a lot of food. It was a lot of fun. And we're so close. We're so close to week 1. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a preview for Sunday's action in today's video. So getting started things right off the bat, it's week 1 versus the New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston is out. He's gone from the team. We now have the veteran, right? The beard, fear the beard. Ryan Fitzmagic is your starting quarterback for week 1 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. And whew, oh boy, this is a doozy for week 1, isn't it? You're playing a team that arguably could have made it to the NFC Championship game last year if it wasn't for one folky play by I believe it's Marcus Williams, Marcus Williams. So that was unfortunate for the Saints. I don't really care. I was happy about it. But you know what I mean. They were very close to being to the NFC Championship game because of one fluky play. So we're facing a very tough team right away, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Getting started with it, the first thing that I want to mention personally is the defense, and we'll get to the offense in a little bit for the New Orleans Saints, but talking about the defense right away, and I would say this is the weaker of the two units. Last year in terms of total defense, they ranked 17th overall in terms of just overall yardage. Their weaker point being their pass offense, their pass defense versus their run defense, which, I'll get into an important thing later on about that, but, it's pretty encouraging to see. For most of the rankings, they generally ranked 15th through 17th, so that's pretty good, pretty middle of the pack defense. The Bucs, on the other hand, obviously ranked last in a lot of those categories, but we've made a lot of improvements. We've added guys like Vinny Curry, Jason Pierre-Paul, Bo Allen, Mitch Unrein's on the IR, so he's out. Vita Vea might play, he might not. That one's still up in the air as well. We have Vernon Hargreaves coming back, Brent Grimes, we added MJ Stewart, we added Carlton Davis, so we've improved things on the defensive side of the ball. I don't remember the Saints specifically improving a whole lot on the defensive side of the ball, but they still have some pieces there, like Cameron Jordan, like the aforementioned Marcus Williams. They have Ken Crawley and Marshawn Lattimore? I believe it's Marshawn Lattimore at cornerback, the defensive rookie of the year last year. So they have some nice defensive pieces there as well. But the Bucs have some really nice pieces on offense. So talking about the matchup of the Bucs offense versus the Saints defense real quick, I would give the edge to the Bucs here in terms of overall weapons. Mike Evans is the first guy that I want to talk about. Big-bodied wide receiver. He's probably going to be going up against Lattimore for most of this game. Hopefully they get some looks where he's matched up against Ken Crawley, which he'll probably have a way better chance in doing. But Mike Evans, the big-bodied guy, we all know what he can do. He hasn't had a season where he's had under 1,000 yards receiving, so the dude's a beast, right? He's Mike Evans. He's a top, at least a top 7, 8 wide receiver in this league, so he should be totally fine. After that, you have Desean Jackson, who has definitely started building more chemistry with the quarterbacks this year in training camp and preseason and just overall in the offseason in general, so things are looking up for him. He's starting to look back to his usual self. Very speedy guy, very deep thready type guy, very, this very versatile type of wide receiver, so that's very encouraging to see. And then you have the emerging Chris Godwin and the ever-reliable Adam Humphries, so the Bucs have a lot of weapons here, and in my opinion, I think they have a little bit more weaponry than what the Saints offense has, because the Bucs actually ranked better in passing offense last year than the New Orleans Saints. The Bucs had the 4th best passing offense. The Saints had the 5th best passing offense. So the Bucs have the edge there in my opinion. The problem is we have Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback. A lot of people are scared about how Fitz is going to do compared to Jameis Winston. I don't blame you. I'd be a lot more comfortable if it was Jameis Winston, but I'm rolling with Fitz, okay? I'm rolling with Fitz. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. He's been in the league forever, so he's definitely not stupid. He's been, he's played the Saints tons of times. He's definitely going to know what he's doing. So I definitely trust Ryan Fitzpatrick to use these weapons to the best of his abilities. O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate, Peyton Barber, and I'm curious to see how the Bucs use Ronald Jones in these situations. If they use him as a pass-catching back, if they use him more of as an elusive-y type back, and they use Barber as a power back, or they just kind of do whatever they want with them. That should be pretty interesting to see. But honestly, between the Bucs offense versus the Saints defense, I would give the Bucs offense the win there just because of just the raw amount of weapons that the Bucs have. It's pretty ridiculous, and regardless of who's in at quarterback, I think they're going to be able to take advantage of those weapons, be it Jameis Winston, be it Ryan Fitzpatrick, be it Ryan Griffin. They're going to be able to take advantage just of the sheer power of weaponry that the Bucs have on offense. And taking a look at the New Orleans Saints offense, and it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good, but the big thing here is that Mark Ingram is suspended. He will not be playing, I believe, the first 4 weeks of the regular season, which is huge. That's very important because, the Saints had the second best rushing offense last year, and one of the main reasons was because of Mark Ingram, and it was because of Alvin Kamara. So, the Saints had this really nice dynamic thing of having a power, thunder and lightning type thing, and it just worked so well for them. And actually, it worked so well that they actually took a little bit of a step back in their passing offense. Drew Brees is, I believe, 39 now, and you noticed that he was kind of getting more conservative. 23 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. I believe only 3,400 passing yards. I could be wrong on that mark, but if I'm not, then that's actually pretty interesting because that means that you might not have to worry about Drew Brees as much, and you can kind of focus on a player like Alvin Kamara, considering that's if they're going to shift a little bit and say, okay, Brees, we're going to save you for playoff runs and whatnot. We're going to run this offense through Kamara. We're going to run this offense through Michael Thomas. Especially looking at Kamara, that would mean that Lavonte David's job becomes a lot more important because he's going to have to focus on stopping the run like he's very good at doing. He's going to have to focus on covering Kamara in passing plays and just making sure to contain him and ensure that he's able to do as little as he can to help out the Saints offense in this game. And obviously, I think Lavonte David would win out there, but looking a little bit at the other battles, you still have some very decent weapons there. Thank goodness they did not get Jimmy Graham back in the offseason. That was a huge one for me. I was very happy to see that because there were rumors going around that Jimmy Graham was going to return to the Saints. Didn't happen, thank goodness. But they still have Michael Thomas, who is a really darn good receiver. He's really good, okay? He maybe top 15, maybe top 12. He's really good, and he's probably going to be going up against a combination of Brent Grimes and Vernon Hargreaves for the majority of this game, which should be pretty interesting to see. They're definitely going to have trial by fire with Hargreaves and how this experiment works out. They did add Cameron Meredith in the offseason. They got rid of one of their more reliable receivers in Brandon Coleman. I don't believe he's on the team anymore. So, they still lack a little bit of firepower in terms of offensive receiving targets to a certain degree, but I feel that Hargreaves against Cameron Meredith, I think they'd kind of cancel each other out. Michael Thomas versus Brent Grimes, I'm hoping that Grimes can win that out. Grimes has always played better than his height has ever indicated. So really, I don't say this is a win for Saints offense versus Bucs defense, but the Bucs did improve a lot. They have to contain Drew Brees because, they have to focus on Drew Brees and they have to focus on Alvin Kamara first and foremost. Specifically, Alvin Kamara, because without Mark Ingram, he's basically their only option at running back. And Drew Brees, he's taken a little bit of a step back, thankfully, which was a very encouraging thing to see when I was looking up the stats for this video and whatnot. So if you can contain both of them, obviously it's the quarterback and the running back, so you can contain most of the offense. But that's going to be the key to them winning, is getting pressure, getting to Drew Brees. I don't remember the Saints offensive line being that great last year. I think it still has some holes in it that you can exploit a little bit. I think you actually just lost out on one of their tackles just retired recently, which I thought was pretty huge. So the Bucs' brand new pass rush of Jason Pierre-Paul, Vinny Curry, Gerald McCoy, Noah Spence, Bo Allen, those guys need to be able to create pressure, be that defensive line that we all think they can be. This is going to be a wonderful first test because you're facing a very tough offense, and you drafted a couple of guys who have run-stopping abilities like Jason Pierre-Paul and like Bo Allen. Mitch Unrein won't be able to play in this game, which is very unfortunate, but they need to be able to contain this highly powered Saints offense, and they need to make sure that it doesn't turn into a shootout, because if it turns into a shootout, things are going to get pretty dangerous pretty quickly, and I really don't want that to happen. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If I had to give a score, you know, I already said that I can't remember if I said if I said we weren't gonna win this game, and I don't think I said we were gonna win this game. So you know, still I think we have a very good chance of winning. I like our chances. I'll be optimistic. I will say 27-20 Bucs. Let's go with that. Okay. I know my season predictions were set a completely different tale, but I'm being optimistic here. Let's roll with it. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Give your score predictions down in the comments section below. Who do you think are going to be some valuable matchups in this game? Maybe Grimes versus Michael Thomas. Maybe Levante David versus Alvin Kamara. Drew Brees versus like everybody. Ryan Fitzpatrick versus everybody. You know, what's going to happen? Let me know. Give all your opinions about it down in the comment section below. It would be greatly appreciated. Follow all the social media links down in the description below. Go check out the Patreon, because you know, the more income I get here, you know, the more time we'll be able to put into this and add some special effects things like you guys saw in this video, like the new intro and all the new effects that I was able to add with the player cards and the stats and whatnot, you know. So more of that would be able to come just with getting more money in for these videos. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comment section below. It would be greatly appreciated. And you know, like the video, and definitely you know, definitely go and share this with all your friends and whatnot. We're almost to 2,000. I believe we're only like 96 away at the time of the recording of this video, so we're really close. I really want to get to that 2,000 mark because I have a very excited video planned for all of you guys. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. But until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucs. Here's that play for all of you guys. Just let me know in the comments section what play you think this is. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to figure it out for yourselves. I'll give you a hint. This would be a pretty hint. John Gruden's used this play before. It's an offensive play. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Bucs.